We here at CSL, we're not just a group of students who love to talk sports. We're also passionate storytellers that love to give you the inside scoop that you can't find anywhere else.
The Harlem Globetrotters play in thousands of indoor gymnasiums all across the world. But that doesn't stop them from coming to outdoor parks like this one here in Tempe to teach the kids a little street ball magic.
Trump took the stage today at the Prescott Valley Event Center in front of what was a full house.
With one final stop at Fiera Noche in Copacabana, we were able to pick up a traditional Brazilian pastel made with carne for dinner, which means we kept this fun-filled day packed with Brazilian sights, food, and culture to just $50. The Final Four Local Organizing Committee has set up a challenge in which third grade students across the state of Arizona are encouraged to pick up a book and read for their chance to travel to Glendale for the Final Four. The Angels will hope to bounce back tonight behind the arm of Matt Shoemaker, a player who may only be in the lineup due to the high number of Angel starters on the disabled list. One way the Diamondbacks build a strong local fan base is by giving back to the community. In broadcast journalism, there's a saying that goes, if it bleeds, it leads. Now, while Arizona State football, with its 3-0 start, isn't exactly bleeding, it's coming pretty darn close. If it's too moist, the wood would buckle, and if it's too dry, the wood would splinter. And that would certainly be a problem for any cyclist trying to navigate the very steep 45-degree turns. Olympic diver Mickey Benedetti has had a unique journey on the road to Rio. Born in Parma, Italy, the 3-meter springboard specialist decided to pursue his athletic career at Arizona State University, where he earned Pac-10 Diver of the Year honors in 2008. The turnout was steady at the polling location I visited, and there were a large number of Bernie Sanders supporters despite his dwindling chances of wrestling the Democratic presidential nomination from Hillary Clinton. While Arthur Ashe is most known for his dominance on the tennis court, in reality, he was so much more than that. An activist, a soldier, and a Bruin. As we saw during this summer's Olympics, sport can serve as a unifying force across different cultures. That connectivity has been on display at Arizona State, where American and Chinese coaches are working together to learn from each other. A partnership between the Pac-12 Conference and the Federation University Sports China has brought 96 track and field, basketball, and swimming coaches across the globe to the Arizona State campus. Their goal is to incorporate American sports strategy and training techniques into their traditional Chinese routines back home.
I looked forward to this training because I thought that the training style in America is very different and at a higher level than in China. So I want to learn more, and when I'm back home, I can use this to train my team and we can perform better.
With the help of ASU's Global Launch Program, the university is playing host to these foreign coaches for the next 2.5 months to teach the Sun Devil way.
I think that we're a first-class institution. We're a first-class athletic program. I think this is the reason that they want to come learn from us.
In addition to the specific tactics American athletes use to excel in their sports, the Chinese coaches said they want to observe and adopt the intensity that American athletes are known for.
The American swimmers are very passionate, which is what the Chinese swimmers lack.
And while the Chinese coaches are the ones taking notes in class, their professors are also learning from this cultural exchange.
I think it's improving my strengths as a coach because it's making me think deeper. So for me, it's an educational, inward thinking. For me, it's great too.
Along with ASU, the University of Utah is also hosting 100 coaches for their fall semester. Now, it's been mostly hard work for these visitors as they explore Arizona and navigate language barriers. But one coach told me that they've had some fun too. His most exciting moment? Walking into Sun Devil Stadium to watch ASU football in action. Deep within the rocky terrain of Prescott, Arizona, you'll find mountain biker Chloe Woodruff climbing through the hills. The 29-year-old recently punched her ticket to Rio de Janeiro as part of the U.S. cycling team headed to the Olympics. Woodruff has spent the last 5 years competing against some of the best riders in the world, and she's worked hard to prepare for this moment on the largest stage of them all.
I want to show up prepared to race and really, in the best form of my life. So we're really focused on peaking at that time during the year, and I think a lot of the success of that race is going to be simply being able to focus on the race.
Concentration will be critical on Rio's man-made course, where riders navigate steep climbs, dangerous rock gardens, and fast descents. 68 elementary schools across the Grand Canyon State will be placed into a bracket similar to the ones you see for March Madness. Then, at the Final Four ceremonies in Glendale, the top third grade reading class will be crowned the winner.
Obviously, third grade is a really pivotal year in the classroom, and so hopefully this will help motivate our students to read a little bit more with the excitement of winning prizes along the way.
ASU basketball coach Bobby Hurley read to children at Aguilar Elementary on Thursday as part of the program.
Because he was smaller, Steph had to work harder and practice more.
Hurley knows the importance of education doesn't stop in elementary school.
My responsibility is to educate and make sure that our players are getting their degree, and you got to have a plan for life after basketball or sports, and hopefully these young kids are getting the foundation of the education that they need for the rest of their lives.
Competition kicks off when the official bracket is released in January. In Tempe, Alex Caprariello, Cronkite News. The Arizona State softball season kicks off this weekend in Tempe. The Sun Devils have a 55-game season slated for 2016, and the team has one goal in mind: to make it to Oklahoma City for the Women's College World Series.
It's a lot of games. It's rough, but that's what's going to prepare us for Oklahoma, and that's what we're excited for. You take it one day, one inning, one pitch.
The Devils enter the season ranked 20th in the USA Today coaches poll. With ASU softball's history of success, the ladies on the diamond have taken notice of this slight insult.
Our rankings weren't really what we expected them to be. We were kind of a little shocked, but that's just motivation for us to do a lot better and just to prove to everybody that we're here and we're ready to go. Aided only by the braces she wore on her legs, life seemed back to normal. But once again, her body would have other plans for her future.
The brain surgery and everything led to what they call spasticity, and it's where your muscles get really tight, and they were pulling my ankle out of its socket. I just got to a point that I didn't want to go through 6 surgeries or 5 surgeries, and so the next thing that was suggested was amputation. I decided for my lifestyle and what I wanted to do, amputation was the best option.
Alyssa went through with the procedure, amputating her leg just below the knee. The combination of both brain surgery and amputation would certainly alter her lifestyle. However, Alyssa would not submit to the normal problems that face those with disabilities.
There is a rate of depression that could be higher, drug use, and then the secondary conditions such as pressure sores that could really impact re-hospitalization for people.
I don't have what's called proprioception, so that tells you where your body parts are, and I have very little sensation in most of my legs and diminished sensation in parts of my arms and torso.
Through their surf education and sustainability program, the foundation hopes to instill a sense of responsibility for the ocean.
Kids and surfing, it's one of those things that you pick up a surfboard and, they're not going to put it down. They're going to love and appreciate the sport forever. And so if we can just kind of instill the love of conservation and the love of the environment and their surroundings with surfing, then, it's totally, there won't be an end to it.
While Nicaragua is just the starting point, the foundation plans to bring their services to other developing countries. It is their hope that others will do their part to help improve the planet.
The ocean needs our help. We know more about outer space and the planets and everything than we do about the depths of our own ocean. There's so much we still need to learn.
With partnerships like the one between World Class Surf Foundation and Costa Dulce, the joy of surfing and the beauty of the environment are blended as one to conserve a very important piece of the world. From the Cronkite Bureau in Los Angeles, I'm Alex Caprariello.